What is going on, BruSo Fam? Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Today, we got a couple things to do. First up on our list is I have to go see a cardiologist. We have to go to the post office, and we got to go hit the gym, of course. So sit back, relax, and grab a freaking snack because we're about to get into it, y'all. Alright, we are all done at the cardiologist. I had to go do a stress test. That thing was no joke. Because I always just thought it was going to be like, oh, you're going to walk on the treadmill and have all these things hooked up to you and stuff. No. They put the incline up. They put the speed up every 3 minutes. It was crazy. I was sweating, out of breath. Forgot to put my deodorant on. Alright, on to the next stop. What is going on, BruSo Fam? We are back with another mic'd up post-workout commentary. We were starting the workout off with a walk on the treadmill. I usually do about 10 minutes, and I was sipping on my 3D. And this was a back and hamstring focused workout, so we're just gonna take you through it a little bit. This right here is a set of RDLs. This is my top set, so I'm using 4 10-pound bumper plates on each side, so that's 80 pounds, and then plus the barbell, that's 145, I think, right? Let me double check. 40, 135. No, so it should be like 125, I think. Oh my god, I can't math. What's 80 plus 45? 12 and 5. So yeah, 125. Okay. Wow, I can do math. So we got 125 pounds doing RDLs, and just really focusing on a nice, slow and controlled movement on the way down, and then explosive, yet also controlled on the way back up. I'm driving through my heels. Here's another clip. I think in this one I'm doing, that looks like a 15-pound bumper plate. I can't remember what the exact weight was here, but it was heavy. It was either 125, 135, somewhere around there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for another set here. It's nice and slow, and I'm only letting the upper part of my back round off a little bit at the very bottom. I know when you're doing RDLs, you're supposed to only go as far down as your hips will push back, but I like to add that little bit of an extra stretch at the end of the movement. So I let the upper part of my back round just a tiny bit. But again, everybody is different. I always think it's good to listen to everybody, try everything, and after a couple of years, just stick to like what works for you. So after the RDLs, we came over here and we did some cable pullovers, some bent over pullover rows, I guess you would call them. Can't remember what I'm doing for the weight. Can't really see it. Doesn't matter. So for these, I'm trying to keep my arms not locked, but relatively straight. Thinking about pulling with my elbow and my wrist down to my hips, and I'm thinking about pulling that middle part of the rope to my belly button. We got a slightly leaned over stance, nice straight back, good posture here, slow and controlled, explosive on the way down, pulling the rope down, nice and explosive, and then slow and controlled on the way back up. After that, we switched over to a seated row because the first row we did focus more on my lats, and the seated row focuses more on the rhomboids and like that middle part of your back there. And I know it doesn't look like it, but I've been lifting on and off, mostly on, for the last 10 years, and this will be the 4th time that I've had to lose 100 pounds. I'm recording this right now on July 9th, 2025, and woke up this morning at 301 pounds. So I have a long way to go, again. Hopefully 4th time's the charm. But I hope this commentary was a little bit better. There's a lot more stuff I want to talk about in my channel, mostly recovery related, because I was addicted to alcohol for 10 years of my life, and this year I just hit over 3 years sober. So I feel like I'm at a place where I can actually talk about stuff now. That's going to wrap up the workout. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Of course she goes for the crust.
Just like your daddy. Good
She
girl.
got you some stuffed crust then. She's like, I just like bread.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
And bless off.
I love it. Look at you go, girl. First time in the ball pit. Look at that. 17 years of videos. 17 years I've had this YouTube account. Man, I wish I had done everything I wanted to. But I'm here now and I'm not stopping. Alright, what do we think of the channel banner? I think it looks pretty good if I'm not gonna lie. Very simple, and I can update it over time. But right now, I think the way my page looks is good. I like this. So, this can stay. Yay!